Okay, this is my mini scale RC4 number 3B Walkera. This is a pretty sick little mini heli. This is the aluminum edition, the metal edition, and it has, you can see that here, it has the metal head, and this is the whole ball of wax here, the metal swash plate. This is actually a good little setup. Now you can see here that I have the rubber band mod here to be found on diecast.com. It's a pretty sick upgrade, and I really swear by it now. It helped quite a bit for just the general play and controllability of the helicopter. And then we have this second one right here. Now I realize I just moved it a little bit there, so let me get things back into focus here. Thank God for auto-focusing cameras, folks. Now I wanted to show here a couple of additions that I've made. Now this is you can see that this wants to stick here. Now the reason is because I have filled this area gently with some differential lubricant, and I will show you the particular lubricant that I use. Here we go. This is the Traxxas 10K differential lube. Now where I use it is now if you see these, this is a little bit of the fuel line tubing that I use. Now it can be slit down the middle, and basically what happens next is you insert pieces that are cut to length here and here. Now this bottom piece, it's extremely important that the bottom and the top are dead level to be as smooth as possible. On the top, the actual perfect is to actually have it slightly different than that, and I actually have mine cut slightly on an angle, so if you can see here at the back there is a little bit of play. At the front there is none. The reason being, it's actually a little easier for the helicopter to move slightly backwards than it is to move forwards. The reason being, this is a very quick heli, and I really like to keep it controllable. I fly in a room which is relatively small, and I don't want to be smashing it all over the place for nothing. Also, I don't know if you can see it here in the video, but I have lubricated also the links back and forth, and if you notice, that's pretty smooth. That is that well. And then basically once these are in place, you'll see that when I rotate it around here, hopefully that's actually rather difficult to do, but I will try and rotate it around, and maybe you can see this area where it's split more easily than I can on that camera, but let's see here. No, I really can't see it. Oh, there it is right there. See that? There's the split. Now there's that. What that generally is just showing you is that little split is where I inject the lubricant into, and that basically makes this a sealed shaft that has some lubrication inside it, and because the rest is encased in aluminum, you really don't have to worry about any play in there anywhere between these combinations of upgrades. Now these actually work together quite well, and the reason being is that they're both quite elastic. They both have a fair bit of give while being very gentle in their push and pull type characteristics. They stretch, but these don't stretch very much at all, which is actually really good for where they are. These stretch a fair bit more, which is good because they're up against the aluminum and they really need to be resilient. Also, I've flown it a couple of times with these on, and it's much more stable, much sweeter, and I haven't had them come off at all, even in crashes, so that seems to be a really good way to go about it. It also seems to rotate very smoothly like this. I have noticed some ticking of the rotors, but I think I've solved that now, and that was a separate issue. So anyway, again, top and bottom, very handy, combined with Diecast's little rubber band mods. This actually makes for a very sick handling heli, and the lubricant is quite cheap to buy. Any good lubricant would work, but you want like a other than that, it is totally stock, and I have not really changed anything. All I've really done to it is to make it smoother and dampened a little bit, and just generally run cleaner.